Howdy out there. This is Ed, also known as the CNC Doob on YouTube, where I teach CNC machining. I'm retired from the Sarasota County School that I taught at for 11 years, but I still help out as a retiree consultant. And Sarasota is right in the middle of that red area on the Gulf side. The Gulf side, before we moved here, was unusual to get hurricanes. They were all mostly Miami side. But the last 10 years, I'll tell you, we seem to have them every 2 years now. And this one, and then on top of Helene 2 weeks ago, have been catching us by surprise because we didn't realize the power of storm surge because of the way the hurricane rotates in a counterclockwise direction. We never got that before. So I used to think we were kind of safe here because we've been through some. This is where we live, right there. That's the Gulf of Mexico out there. That's the Barrier Islands right here. And after Helene, actually, a lot of that trees are gone. This is called the Intercoastal Waterway, where I used to put my boat in. And there's a ramp right down the street, and I could just drive right down the street and put my boat in. And there's a creek here called Alligator Creek. So obviously we're pretty low. We're close to the sea level. But we never had problems before. I used to watch the flood maps and stuff, and we seem to be, I think, 12 to 14 feet above sea level. Anyway, back to this. We've been watching a lot of different weather stuff. Of course, we try not to watch the Weather Channel. Like, we think they're always try to pump it up. But our local weather is very, very good. Our local Weather Channel. But we were gone 2 weeks ago, and we didn't understand that the Helene had a lot of flooding, and I didn't know until yesterday how the flooding was. Right here is the street right next to where I used to put my boat in, or over here. So this is almost sea level right here. And I was talking to this neighbor on the right here, and he said, and if I don't know if I should have did a blow up, but all these houses here have pulled their furniture out because they all got flooded, except for this guy here. He's uphill a little bit, but he had water in the driveway, so the water is probably up to where the bushes are. So this was all covered in water. And I heard the height was 7 to 8 feet. It was measured above sea level. And we are at the 12 to 15 foot. So if it goes to 10 to 15 feet, I expect the water to be about where his roof is, or a little bit higher. Really feels that's like a definite for these people. I don't see any other way because this storm is stronger than Helene, and it's pushing the water up. And we're on some people call it the dirty side. It's the one that's rotating wind, and it's going to push all the water up. And I thought that Barrier Island gave us protection, but I guess in the end it really doesn't. It's water goes where water goes, and it'll just keep on going up and up and up. And it's wind driven. Let me go some other pictures here. This is our house right here. It's about probably 2 to 3 feet above the street. When we have newer houses built, they put them on higher mounds because we were built in 2002, 3, somewhere around there. And we're built to the most modern standards, especially in the roofing area. So, and that's actually a brand new roof as of last year. But the last Hurricane Ian 2 years ago, we lost the fences and some screens on the pool, and we were out power for about 10 days. And I have another garage here on the right. So, oops, let me go back up. All right. This is looking, let's see, I'm walking towards the Lemon Bay Drive. This is going down. This goes downhill. That's my garage right there. There's my old racing trailer on this side, and my newer toy hauler on the right. I think I'm going to take that trailer because I got some engines in there, and I want to probably park it in front of the garage door over here, just in case it's. I'm thinking 15 feet is here. It's going to be pretty close to water in the building, and I have motorcycles up on lifts. We got everything on benches, and of course our stuff in the house. We got to start putting it up. Notice how much higher than we are than the house next door, because this is built in the 60s and we're built much later, so everything is built up higher. And that's that house I was talking about with this little bit higher there. And this is looking down our street. This is our next door neighbor on the right, and this is going towards the Gulf. So this is going downhill. Probably goes down about 3 feet as we go down the street. Oop, my business. These aren't in really order. So this would be, I take a right and then we go down the hill, which brings you to this. The bottom of the hill is here. So we think we're about, I don't know, 10 feet higher than they are, which I expect at worst, best, I should say, there'd be water in maybe our driveway. But that would mean all our neighbors would probably get 1 or 2 foot of water in their houses. So we're very fortunate we're built up on a mound like this guy is. Only he's lower than we are. It's almost like being on death row. You know it's coming, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. We are packing up and moving inland about 15 miles to stay with my sister while the storm passes. Then we'll come back and see what happened. You know, we have generators, we have all that kind of stuff. But if it's flooded, we'll probably have to go live in that RV right there. You know, we could live in the RV. We filled everything up with fuel, and we have about 40 gallons of extra gas. That's about all we could do. So my wife works from home. I am retired now, so but that's just give you I'll give you the before and after. This is before, and hopefully after looks the same. I worry about I'm actually got the trailers in between, and so I'm hoping for wind. It'll stop a lot of wind. I don't want them to get knocked over. And we always go pick up everything that might go flying. We do have a protection on the front of our. Let me go back to our house. Right, you can't see them. We have storm shutters on the front windows, just like this guy next door. He's got storm shutters on his windows. Pretty easy to put up. Okie dokie, that's about it for me. I'll be talking to you guys later. Hopefully with thumbs up. See ya.